Whenever something negative happens to you, there's a deep lesson concealed within it. Good morning and welcome to Transform Your Life in 15 Minutes. My name is McAdams. I'm an author. I'm also an accounting professor and a certified life coach. I specialize in personal and small business finance and also fitness. I help people reach their goals. And I want to welcome you to this live segment where we are doing 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and the soul. And if this is your first time watching, thank you for joining me, and also thank you for joining me, those of you that are taking your time to watch the recording. Now today we're going to be talking about the blaming game, okay? And specifically, I'm going to invite you to stop playing the blaming game. All right, so whenever something bad happens to you in your life, do you start to blame someone else for it? You know, things like, you're on your way to work and then the person in front of you is driving so slow, so that's the reason why you're late for work. Or maybe it's you using the lack of time, or your children, or whatever other excuses or obligations you have for not completing your work. Or maybe you fell and slipped on some water and now the universe is out to get you. Whatever it may be, okay? It's the blaming game. We got to stop playing the blaming games. All right, and so with this blaming game, there's really 3 reasons why we do this, okay? So 3 main reasons why we play this blaming game. Number 1 is because we use it as a defense mechanism, okay? It's easy for us to protect our self-esteem if we're avoiding being aware of the blame of our failures and our shortcomings, okay? So we use it as a self-mechanism. And then number 2 is we actually use this as a tool to hurt others. Yes, we do. In other words, whether you do it knowingly or not, by blaming someone else or something else is actually hurting someone. Okay, so whether you do this knowingly or not, this is a tool used to actually hurt someone. So it's like when you're in attack mode. Okay, so use it to hurt someone. And then the third reason why we play the blaming game is quite simply, it's just easier to blame someone else for your problems than it is to take responsibility, right? But regardless of why you play the blaming game, understand that the more you play it, guess what? The more you're going to lose. So today's transformational tips are going to help you to stop playing the blaming game. All right, so number 1 is to take full responsibility of the events that happen in your life. Now, when you blame something outside of your circumstances, when you blame something outside of your circumstance that you're experiencing, you're giving control to that outer phenomenon, okay? And then when you release the blame, you go within and you find what you need, okay? So just take responsibility for all the events that happen in your life. All right, the second transformation tip is going to be for when you feel an inclination to blame someone else for your circumstances, take an instant to say a prayer of thanks for the lesson. And this lesson is to become aware that you are the one that's experiencing the feelings, okay? So say a prayer of thanks because there is a lesson involved into that blame. And then, of course, the third one is I want you to be peaceful and experience silence and meditate and just really listen to God. The result will be that you're going to find the solution to whatever your problem is within. Okay, so meditate and talk with God, and He will tell you what the solution is to the problem. Because remember, when we're talking about the blame game, it's really a way of not only avoiding taking responsibility, but it's also preventing you from finding a solution. And whatever, depending on what the problem is, you will want a solution for it, right? Instead of just blaming someone. All right. So when you own up to your role in bad situations, it will help you grow from your experiences. So I want you to embrace the imperfect universe, including yourself and others that's within it, and stop blaming others. Okay, so take full responsibility for yourself. All right, so I hope this information was helpful and useful for you. That concludes our mind session. So now we're going to move on to the body and also the soul. Remember, in this 5-minute exercises, particularly on the next 2, this is where I'm going to actually invite you to join in with me. Okay, so the mind is where you kind of listen and just kind of get your little mind stimulated, either by, not necessarily that you have to agree or anything, but it's more so like just introducing you to new there is so much to know, so much to learn, and I know time for a lot of time for people is limited. So fortunately for me, I love doing research, I love studying, I love just learning new different things, and more importantly, I love sharing that information with you. So that's the first portion, and then we move on Good morning. Good to see you, Abraham. I can't see your first name. I just took off my glasses, so it's kind of like blurry, but I think I recognize can read the last name. Thank you for joining me in. So hopefully you're ready and able to join me in the next segment. Make sure I got everything here because we're going to move over to the next session where we're going to be doing some yoga. By the way, guys, happy Friday to you. It is Friday. I got a little late start this morning. There's just things going on, you never know. It's cold in here, but I'm here now and glad to see you today. Now for this next section right here, this is where it's going to involve some movement, particularly, again, we're going to be doing some yoga. So before we get started in this segment here, I want you to first get yourself centered, grounded, aligned. So we do this by taking 3 deep ujjayi breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth, nice and slow. And then I want you to set your intention on what it is that you want to accomplish for this next 5 minutes. Keep in mind, you'll get something out of it by watching me, but you'll get much more out of it by you providing movement as well, okay? Because in everything that we're talking about, there is some action that's going to be involved, and usually action is the last step. Well, guess what? We're on the last steps of the broadcast, so let's go ahead and get the action involved. All right, so as I can find the music to play, get yourself ready. Remember, you don't have to have a mat. You can just kind of, stop where you are. If you're in your office, you can kind of like close the door and just be on the floor. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. Or if you're in your bed, kind of roll out of your bed and just kind of do, again, it's just 5 minutes of doing some yoga with me, all right? So go ahead and meet me on the mat. All right, fingers and toes are spread out nice and wide. Palms are directly underneath your shoulders. Knees are directly underneath your hips. Head is natural extension of the spine, which is in a nice neutral position. This is known as tabletop. So with your spine, you're not rounded, you're not arched, just nice and neutral. We're going to take a nice deep breath, inhaling through our nose. And as we exhale, we're going to drop your chin down to your chest and round to the spine, tuck your tailbone under. And as you inhale, your head and chest comes forward, belly button drops down toward the mat, tailbone sticks out to the back of the room. And as you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Nice cat-cow to get us warmed up. Activate the core, the spine, and it just overall feels good. Relax those shoulder blades, press them down and away from your ears. Now this time as we exhale, we're going to curl the toes under. We're going to take it to downward facing dog. Now start to pedal your legs. You press your chest toward your thighs and your knees. Head stays in alignment with your bicep. And just continue to breathe nice deep ujjayi breaths. Try to place the heels down if you can. If not, don't worry about it. As you inhale, draw the knees down toward the mat. And as you exhale, extend the legs. Let's do it again. As we inhale, draw the knees down to the mat. And as we exhale, extend through the legs. Press your chest toward your thighs and your knees. Nice long extension from the tailbone all the way down toward the heels. One more time. As you inhale, draw the knees down toward the mat. And as you exhale, extend it. Now, one swoop, I want you to bring that right foot toward the fingertips. I want you to take the left knee down. I want you to uncurl the toe and bring it up so that your palms are at heart center. Drawing the breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to rotate over to the right, and I want you to exhale. Now, your gaze is over that right shoulder, up at an angle. And again, you're not collapsing your chest. You're not resting on that thigh. You're lifting up your torso, the nice spinal twist here. We're going to release that left hand down toward the mat and extend the right arm up toward the sky. Now your gaze follows your thumb unless there's any strain and stress in your neck. Then feel free to look forward or look down. All right, go ahead and release the palm down. Take that right leg back. And then go ahead and press, and as you walk your fingers out, just kind of press your chest toward the mat. Again, this is a happy pose, puppy child pose. Nice long extension as you press the armpits down toward the mat. All right, come back up. Uncurl those toes. Take it back to downward facing dog. This time as you inhale, come up on the top of our toes. And as we exhale, roll down to the balls of your feet, all the way down toward the heels. Try to get them down toward the mat if you can. Again, as you inhale, come up on the top of your toes. And as you exhale, roll down to the balls of your feet, all the way down toward the heels. Relax those shoulders, guys, pressing down and away from your ears. One more time, as you inhale, come up on the top of your toes. And as you exhale, roll down to the balls of your feet, all the way down toward the heels. Now, one swoop, let's go ahead and bring the left foot toward the fingertips. Right knee comes down. Uncurl the toe. Take the torso up. Bring the palms together at the heart center as you draw the breath in. As you exhale, I want you to rotate this time over to the left and extend down. And again, this time your gaze is over that left shoulder. You're up at an angle. And again, you're not pressing down on your thigh. You're lifting and twisting. Now go ahead and release the right palm down toward the mat and open up that left arm. And again, your gaze follows the thumb unless there's any strain or stress. Then feel free to look forward or to look down. Continue a nice deep Ujjayi breath. Just open up and breathe into the expansion. And as you exhale, go ahead and release the left hand down. Take the leg behind. And again, just kind of walk your fingertips down as you draw your chest down toward the mat. Now bring your body up to the tabletop here. Draw the breath in. And as you exhale, curl the toes under and take it to downward facing dog. Now keep your palms down flat. I want you to slowly start to walk your feet in toward your palms. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly round it up. Take it one vertebrae at a time. Making sure that your head is last to rise. And we're coming up to Tadasana. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead. As you exhale, swan dive the body forward. Place your palms down flat. Slowly walk your feet out toward the outer edges of the mat as you release your tailbone down toward the mat. Using your elbows to push out on those inner thighs, bring your palms together at the heart center and bow your head down into Malasana and give some gratitude. Then release the palms to the mat, then take them behind you. As you start to transition yourself into a comfortable seated position, facing forward. Make sure that you're on your sits bones, not the fleshy part of your bottom. Sitting up nice and tall, draw your shoulder blades down towards your spine. As we inhale, we're going to take the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, release the fingertips down toward the mat. Do it again. Nice deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. One more time. Nice deep breath. Inhaling through your nose, drawing in all that positive energy. This time we're going to greet the palms together at the very top. As we exhale, we're going to bring our palms together at the heart center. And namaste. All right, that concludes the yoga. Thank you for taking the time to practice that with me. This moves us to the third and final exercise, which is going to be a meditation. So feel free to stay in your comfortable seated position, or if you choose, if you just joined us, feel free to get into a chair. If you are in a chair, make sure that your shoes are off and that your feet is grounded to the earth. And what we're going to be doing is a 2-minute breathing exercise, okay? A 2-minute meditation breathing exercise. So what you're going to be doing is after we get ourselves centered, ground, and aligned, you're going to, for 2 minutes, just breathe as you normally would. You're not going to manipulate your breath in any shape, form, or fashion. Just breathe normally. And you're going to count your exhales. Okay? Now, anytime during your counting, if you become distracted by outside noises or internal noises known as thoughts, I want you to acknowledge those noises or the distraction, whatever it may be. And then I want you to bring your attention back to your breath. Continue counting, but begin with the number 1. Okay, so again, this is a meditation designed to help you focus on your breath, specifically your counting your exhale. All right, so let's get ourselves centered, grounded, aligned by taking our 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. Before you get started, you want to also make sure that you set an intention of what it is you want to accomplish. A good intention would be for you to maintain your focus for the full 2 minutes. All right, take a nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Again, deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. One more time, nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose. And this time as you exhale, go ahead and close your eyes and begin your counting. All right, go ahead and release, relax, and return refreshed and calm. You've done something good for yourself today. I want to thank you for taking the time to meditate with me, and also thank you for taking the time to transform yourself in 15 minutes by watching this live broadcast. Remember, it just takes a little bit of your time each single day for you to make transformation, okay? It doesn't take big baby steps. It's the small things that you do consistently over time. So please share this information with your family and your friends. Please share this broadcast. And your word for today is awesome. I want you to have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Bye.